smile and excitement on her face as she reads the SMS that entered her phone. One would think she had won an American lottery as a teenager. She checks her phone often in expectation of more SMS and gets upset if any that enters is from the network providers. She guides her phone jealously and passwords every vital area to ensure that any third party operating her phone will be under her watch. Ugueze is the womb opener of Mr. and Mrs. Clement. She was very brilliant and showed good example of a child whose parents are disciplinarians. She was wonderfully made, of which most people do call her damsel or adorable. Ugueze had a beauty that as a young girl, any young man that crosses her on the road without looking back is being chased by something physical, emotional, or spiritual. Any place she comes around, young men will be gathering gradually to see if they can have a chance with her. Ugueze, being a daughter from a Christian home, never relent from church activities, being the way she was raised. The mother, being a school teacher, never failed to teach Ugueze, her daughter, most things she needs to know about growing up as a woman, except maybe the area of relationship with the opposite sex, of which parents of 21st century are omitting in their discussions with their words, which may also be the cause to most sexual abuses and teens' sexual malpractices, which should have been the most vital aspect or area of discussions. Parents, mainly mothers, should be their child's best friend, which would enable the child discuss relationship matters with them and in return get properly guided. It was a different ballgame with Mr. and Mrs. Clement, of which there was no room for such discussions, only scolding, beating, and other emotional breaking approaches was adopted whenever it comes to matters with the opposite sex. Ugueze, knowing whom her mother is whenever it comes to matters with the opposite sex, became very crafty in handling her relationship issues. As such, should not be mentioned to her mother's hearing. And that is also the method now adopted by 21st century young boys and girls due to the parental mishandling approach over matters pertaining to relationship with the opposite sex. Ugueze went through her secondary education. She passed through a good secondary school which was affordable to her parents based on their financial level as at that time of her secondary education. She passed her exams in flying colors. It was most times exciting to Ugueze, which most usually for every young beautiful girl, whenever boys are dying for her attention, especially when moving in groups and she is the most wanted by the boys. She will have to do guy, in most cases, either frown, change her step, or both. In most occasions, behave like she is not interested in what the boy have to say, but within her, they are happy. Ugueze was the most wanted by the male folks among her group due to her beauty and fair complexion. Boys, both fellow students and non-students, including men, even the married ones who takes pleasure in chasing after young girls, never stop to push their way through to see if they can get Ugueze's attention. Chukwuemeka was a very handsome young man. He was very nice and always appearing it. Chukwuemeka's mouth was well loaded with words of affirmation, which is one key to penetrate the heart of 90% of women folks. He never ceased to remind Ugueze how an angel she was and never ceased to make her laugh even when she doesn't want to. Ugueze started falling for Chukwuemeka as would not like to miss a day without seeing him. She gets very much happy only when she sees him, even if they can't talk at that moment. And they wouldn't want to let go of each other any moment they could find a secret place to meet. Entering into relationship was exciting and at the same time worrisome to Ugoeze. Should her mother, teachers, or any elder relation get to know she has a boyfriend while in junior secondary? The same way, many young girls are now battling with pressure from the opposite sex but can not discuss it with their mother because she is either busy or wouldn't like to hear such thing mentioned. The relationship between Ugeze and Chukwemeka kept going as Chukwemeka would have to come out at a point to wait for Ugeze, knowing the hours she will be leaving the school. In many occasions, they will have to follow streets avoiding the major roads, enabling them to bypass their both parents. This period of fantasy was more enhanced due to the free midnight call between the hours of 12:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. provided by the MTN network providers. Ugoeze and Chukwemeka could take their time discussing romantic matters all night long. It is very appalling that most parents give their children phone without supervising the usage, and also most parents get to see phone in the hand of their children without caring to know how it came about, of which most smartphones young girls are carrying about these days was bought by a guy, and parents do see it and keep mute. It took a long time before Ugueze's mother could get to know about the midnight calls. Ugueze made her mother to believe she was speaking with her friends at school. The mother did not go further in verifying based on the fact that she was attending girls' school.